there's an electricity in this building.
We take what we want.
Click. Oh, click.
Welcome to OVW.
A kiss! Adam Revolver's out here. What is Adam Revolver doing? Wait, what's Curtis got? Oh! What's Curtis got in his hand? What?
He just dropped something in his trunks after nailing Jack Vaughn in the head. Gorilla Peck Slam! Ooh!
Oh! Super kick out of Hero! Oh! Gunner's managed to catch him on the way down.
KAL HERRO in that California grab, middle of the ring. KAL HERRO tapped out for that California grab.
Bending that body, that spinal column of KAL HERRO, and Gunn is seen enough
to break it up. And this main event is breaking down into a damn bar brawl. It's a melee.
Oh, he's got the taser again! He just tased Cash! No, no, high!
We need to get some officials out here, some damn security. The man is on the loose with a weapon.
We've got to get some help out here.
We got Dr. Anson going in there to check our official ringside medical staff. What is Connors doing?
Hey, that's our ringside physician. Come on!
This is just ridiculous. This is chaos.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to OVW Live, here from the world-famous Davis Arena. Well, folks, what you just saw, the shocking actions of Adam Revolver last week. Folks, we've been talking about it for the last 7 days, and honestly, I think there's a man here at OVW that we want to ask a few questions about the shocking actions of Adam Revolver last week. Our ringside physician, Dr. Ace, if you can come over here for just a moment. Now, Dr. Ace, first off, thank you for everything you do to keep our talent safe. For sure. Now, with that in mind, though, we saw Adam Revolver last week shocking these men with a taser over 15,000 volts. I mean, that's damn near deadly.
Right. Listen, what they did last week, I have never in my career of being a ringside physician, I have never seen someone be so unprofessional from MMA, boxing, you name it, professional wrestling. I've never seen, it's professional wrestling. And it was so unprofessional. The taser alone is hard enough on the body to affect the neurological system and the cardiovascular system.
Did somebody make a call to the doctor or what? Why is this guy even out here? Why is this guy out here taking up my valuable television time, taking up the television time of the faction? Because in case you all haven't learned yet, we don't care what any of these people have to say, and we especially don't care what some Dr. Phil knockoff has to say out here. So let me tell you this, Doc. If you don't keep Jesse Gunner's name out of your mouth, I will anatomically rearrange your face courtesy of my fist. You understand that?
Yeah, listen, hold on a minute. Let me tell you something, Shannon the douche, as everybody calls you. Hey! The only thing that's been a fist is you having your prostate checked too often.
Mr. Spectacular.
Jesse Goddard. Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
Well, now we've got the OVW National Heavyweight Champion making his presence felt here. Alongside Shannon the Dude, I'm Dancing Stevie J. Alongside here with me, the mastermind of the massacre, Josh Ashcraft. But
I cannot stand these two idiots.
what the hell is going on with the faction here?
Couple clowns being clowns is what it is.
I mean, handsome as ever, I'll give him that.
Quit sucking up.
And whoa. You're a doctor. And the last time you saw a Jim, you told him to look left and please cough. As he so eloquently put, sir, I feel like there's two of you. Okay, if you're such a physician, shouldn't you maybe watch your own weight? Yeah.
He's watching it all right. It's
Yeah.
right there. It's right there.
The meals that you're watching, back up, sir, before you get hurt. I am a professional wrestler. I know what I'm doing. I thought you were homeless. I thought you were a homeless man when you were inside there trying to take care of everybody's hero, the kid KAL HERRO. I literally thought you were homeless. And coincidentally enough, I bought a bottle of my finest water just to give you today because we actually are philanthropists ourselves. So we were gonna actually, with the way you're dressed in those douchebag shoes you got on there, I figured that you were in a state of poverty yourself, you know what I'm saying? Let me see your hand real quick.
Yeah, you want to see them both?
That's for you, but back up. Whoa!
Jesse Goddard gets what he deserves.
Doesn't concern you, Jack. you got friends. Okay. The hell is
Going on to start OVW here. Now we got Big Jack Vaughn.
You're right here. You're completely fine. I didn't know you guys. Can you please get out of my way? Why are you so close? Please back up before you get punched. I will hit you, sir. Still here.
Jesse,
This guy's tall.
every week you come out here, it's the same old song and dance. You ride out on your little scooter, you flex your muscles, you talk about yourself like you're the greatest thing to ever happen to OVW.
Go on. I knew I liked you. I didn't think I was gonna like this guy. I like
But I
this
can
guy.
say with certainty that both I and all the OVW fans are sick and tired of hearing it.
I just gave him my gum. You can sell that on eBay if you want
I
$5,000.
tried to get your approval for weeks.
That you
and
did.
you beat me down in the middle of that ring with your cronies. For weeks, the faction bullied me until I put a stop to it. But Jesse, if you're as smart as you think you are, you'll stop harassing this man, or I will do something about it.
Well, now EC3 has joined the fold. The faction in full effect here tonight. What is happening right now? I don't know, but it's happening way too close to us, Josh. I don't like that.
As I was saying, yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't even know either one of you two had friends. So since you're buddies, coincidentally enough, I'm actually real close friends with the Snowman, and you apparently want to have a fight with myself. Well, I mean, I'm gonna bring one of my bestest friends, national champion, everybody, EC3. Oh, you forgot I had friends, huh? Well, guess what? I remember you don't have any friends. So after we beat you up in potentially this handicap match, because I doubt you'll be able to find anybody, maybe you two boys will be a lot closer because he'll be taking care of your bedpan. How's that sound? I'll go talk to the snowplow and see if we can't figure this out. And let's do it, I don't know, maybe tonight. How's that sound, EC3? You got anything penciled in? How about maybe tonight? Oh, thumbs up. See you then, ugly. Booyah. Woo! Still flexing, people! Eat me!
Jesse Goddard's challenging Jack Vaughn to a tag team match tonight. Well, if Vaughn accepts, who's going to be his partner? Like, is Jack Vaughn going to...
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word.
Huh.
Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connects emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Now the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson.
Dragon Driver out of Isaiah.
Luke Curtis and my Molly Sheer making their way out here now.
No. Hey, wait a second.
Hold on, looks like Isaiah's taking out both Shera and Luke Curtis.
Isaiah got the win.
That was the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson. We go for the money, all of the money.
So you want me to give a few words? You want me to give a few words about my match tonight with Shera? Shera, don't think I've forgotten about what you did to me back at Christmas Chaos when you slammed my head into that steel door when I was going up against Jesse Goddard. The faction. I beat the hell out of Adam Revolver, but hell, who hasn't? I beat the hell out of Luke Curtis. I beat the NWA National Champion EC3. And tonight, Shera, you're this close from getting a southern ass whipping.
Your opening contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a qualifying match for the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Title Tournament. Introducing contestant number 1 from Cedarburg, Wisconsin, KAL HERRO.
Guys, we just saw Jesse Goddard of the faction making a challenge for the main event tonight, but KAL HERRO, a man who knows quite a bit about the faction and Jesse Goddard.
KAL HERRO's had his battles with Goddard's and the rest of the faction almost since Goddard's put his gang of geeks together.
And his opponent from Thunder Island, Mr. Juicy Luscious Lawrence.
The King of Juice has risen, ladies and gentlemen. We have the next match in the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship qualifying tournament here tonight, right now.
Fanny Pack versus Juice, two men who are two of the most popular stars in OVW over the last decade facing off. The difference, Lawrence has held that championship. KAL HERRO has yet to do so. This crowd torn between these two competitors, guys.
The crowd chanting Juicy after the Luscious one. Now the Luscious one looking for a handshake.
And this one's underway with a great show of sportsmanship between these two. And look at this. Luscious using that power advantage to just pull KAL right in.
Right into a waist lock, and now KAL on the ropes.
Guys, a little tail of the tape you saw last week. KAL HERRO in that battle with Jesse Goddard, losing the matchup. Is he coming into this 100%? And then you look at Luscious Lawrence, a man who, while gyrating his hips right now, recently lost those tag team championships, Steve.
We have to understand the professional wrestling.
Hang on, roll up.
Barely a 2 count there. We have to understand the professional wrestling. These guys are never going to be 100%, but they need to be as close as possible. Again, with KAL going through what he went through last week, holds on there. Is he going to have enough to make it to the end of this match?
So Lawrence go for an atomic drop there a little bit. KAL had it scouted, just got those hips forward enough to miss that knee.
And look at this, Luscious turning it around on KAL. Snatched that side headlock for himself.
You guys gotta know Luscious Lawrence has that power advantage, and KAL HERRO has that speed advantage, that agility advantage. And guys, again, this is for that Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship. We will have that finals of this tournament on, sorry, got a little sidetrack there, May 25th at All Systems Go here live at Davis Arena. Tickets are on sale right now at OVWrestling.com. Oh, leapfrog there from the big old Juice.
KAL hangs on to the ropes and avoids that posterior to the face.
Got that butt-based offense, but Luscious Lawrence has taken it to great success.
You know, when you talk about All Systems Go on May 25th, the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship Finals, we will be at Country Boy Brewing on May 26th, the very next night for OVW's kickoff to our summer tour. Go to ovwrestling.com. Get your tickets today. Who's going to be the champ going in, guys?
Oh, here we go.
Who's
Might be
your
KAL
pick?
HERRO. Roll up.
It could be either one of these men standing tall and going to Country Boy Brewing on the 26th to defend that championship.
Nope, big shin crusher there. Luscious Lawrence doing whatever he can to get a little bit of reprieve from KAL HERRO, who was gaining some momentum.
Luscious now charging in.
Oh, Luscious taking KAL and
both
himself up
men.
and over.
Luscious with a full head of steam. Both men go over that top rope to the floor.
Luscious too powerful, folks. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This match will roll on.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info@ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town.
Hold on, KAL HERRO versus Luscious Lawrence. Juice versus Fanny Pack. And guys, KAL HERRO from Wisconsin, classically dry climate. The Juice might do good there.
Man, it's been a back-and-forth battle all throughout the break. Neither man really gaining an advantage.
Well, both men understand what's on the line with winning this match and advancing towards championship gold.
Oh, sleeper here by Luscious.
Luscious Lawrence using that massive upper body strength. Ooh, but KAL HERRO finding a way to slip out the wily hero.
Oh, now KAL with a sleeper of his own, trying to cut off that oxygen to the brain of Luscious.
KAL trying to dig it in deep, and you see also using all that body weight on the back of Luscious Lawrence. And let's talk again about the importance of that Kentucky State title, the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship in the tournament, which will conclude at All Systems Go May 25th. And guys, if you win that championship, you're the #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. It's a ladder climbing move, and both these guys understand that.
Well, not only that, but to hold that championship gold is prestige in and of itself, especially for someone like KAL HERRO, who has not held it.
He's proving it right now. It looks good in blue, but when you look good, you play good. And right now, KAL playing good and keeping Luscious Lawrence grounded.
You know, KAL, former Rush Division champion, he knows what it's like to be at the head of a division and to be the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Champions. All right, that's a mouthful.
It really is.
Yeah,
just another accolade to add to his list.
KAL, you're right though. KAL knows what it's like to get it done under the beautiful lights of DC Productions.
Luscious Lawrence might be out of this match, guys. KAL HERRO might have him tapped. Oh no!
Not quite prison one yet. That grape still got some juice in it. Luscious Lawrence trying to fight back into this, but KAL HERRO digging in deeper. Luscious Lawrence trying to get something under him, there we go, back on his feet.
Look at the strength of Luscious, just carry a man like KAL like that backwards across the ring.
Not just the strength, the grit, the determination to get up once he was down on his stomach.
It's the juice. The juice is what does all this. You understand,
The
right?
juice is loose, and right now he's overpowering KAL HERRO with that vicious clothesline and another to match.
Luscious Lawrence now with an Irish whip. Captain of Booty Island is rolling here.
There's a tsunami down in Thunder Island after that one. Oh, 2 count. Luscious Lawrence thought he had it there, guys. I think some of these OVW audience thought he had it too.
KAL HERRO now trying to get to his feet any way possible, using those ropes, try to pull himself up. You know, that's the thing that Luscious Lawrence, when he starts bringing the offense, man, he just starts pouring it on and pouring it on. It takes so much out of you as a competitor.
He's about to pour it on all over KAL HERRO right now.
But guys, did he take too much time in between pouring it on? KAL HERRO, look at this, coming back alive, putting up those feet, blocking that big booty of Lawrence. Too much time, guys. You got to keep the pressure on. Maybe we can roll up. KAL, 2 counts, so close there.
Only a 2, and now a huge clothesline by Luscious Lawrence.
Giant bicep right to the jaw, takes Hero down. KAL's in trouble here.
Luscious Lawrence looking for another taste of gold and to make an example out of KAL HERRO.
Nobody home.
Butt bomb exploded on no one. Luscious Lawrence in trouble now as KAL HERRO getting some much needed breaths.
Luscious signaling for it again as KAL pulls himself back to his feet. KAL once again out of the way.
Right in the nick of time and now on the top rope.
Lawrence went to the big juicy well one too many times. KAL HERRO now, advantageous position. Big cross body. KAL HERRO, though, not going for the pin.
Yeah, can he capitalize here? He looks like he's going for that fanny pack knee. Luscious is rocked. He's got it. Nails him with that running knee. 2. KAL advances.
Your winner, advancing to the Kentucky Heavyweight Title Tournament, KAL HERRO.
KAL HERRO picking up the win and advancing in the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship Tournament. What a big win for KAL HERRO. He has secured his spot in that Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship Tournament. But guys, that all ends on May 25th.
That's right, all systems go. May 25th here at the Davis Arena. Be sure to get your tickets now. Not only will we have the finals to the Country Boy Kentucky Heavyweight Championship Tournament, but we will have career versus title. Luke Curtis versus Blanco Loco for the Rush Division belt. But tonight, we've got more action, Josh.
Oh, the main event that we have lined up for you tonight is going to be an absolute barn burner. And as we saw earlier, Jesse Goddard's EC3 coming out here, laying out the challenge for Jack Vaughn. Who is Jack Vaughn gonna find as his tag team partner?
Folks, we're gonna find that out just a little bit later on, but that's not it for the faction tonight. Mahabali Shera, the OVW Heavyweight Champion, faces the man that injured him last year in the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship, the Arkansas Roughneck, Tony Gunn. What a one-on-one competition that's gonna be. And guys, let's not forget, back in December at Christmas Chaos, Shera slammed that steel cage shut on Tony Gunn, costing him the OVW National Heavyweight Championship.
You can guarantee Tony Gunn has not forgotten about it and looking to get his pound of flesh here tonight.
Well, folks, we got so much more top to bottom tonight. Do not go anywhere. More OVW action on the way.
Hey, look, it's all right, look. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but tonight I need a tag team partner for my match against Jesse and EC3. And listen, we have a common enemy here, and you know the old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I need you to...
You're asking me to team with you? After everything that's happened? All the way back to the Kentucky title? You want me to trust you? Dude, even though I just had a match, and I'd love to have another, I don't trust you, Jack Vaughn. I don't trust you.
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't gonna be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life. And I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was gonna be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable at what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
I know you're ready to go tonight, and you're not going to let us down. I believe in you. You are at the top of your game tonight. You are the OVW Heavyweight Champion, after all. And Tony Gunn, I know you've gotten lucky. You've been working your way through the faction one by one. EC3, Jesse Goddard, Luke Curtis, Adam Revolver. That's all been luck. But let me tell you something, pal. Your luck runs out tonight because tonight you're stepping in to the jungle with the Indian lion. And he's gonna pick you apart piece by piece, just like the punk that you are. And you're gonna be the prey, and you're looking at the predator right now. You're gonna find out why he is the Indian lion, why he is the OVW Heavyweight Champion, Mahabali Shera. Come on, champ, let's go.
Only I can make you certified.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Shannon the Dude, and representing the faction, Certified Luke Curtis.
Finally, the faction is back in OVW.
Yeah, it's only been 10 minutes.
I missed them.
You missed them. It's been like 10 minutes since we had to see Shannon the douche and anybody else from the faction out here.
I feel for them strongly.
He missed his grandparents' funeral, he missed that paternity test, and he missed the faction. I understand.
What kind of childhood did you have growing up? Like, how bad was it?
Yeah, I know it's not gonna be the same. I'm taking everything. Yeah, I know. I'm coming to the ring. I'm about to change.
And his opponent from Mayfield, Kentucky, NIKEEM the Dream.
NIKEEM the Dream, one of the most high-flying competitors we have in the Russian division. The man has been struggling to make a name for himself as of late. And Josh, what a huge opportunity to do that against certified Luke Curtis.
NIKEEM with one of the biggest matches of his OVW career, facing off against someone the caliber of certified Luke Curtis. Here's the thing, all right? I might not agree with the way that Luke Curtis carries himself. I might not agree with the type of people that Luke Curtis surrounds himself with. However, take nothing away from the competitor. Luke is one of the most polished individuals and a future superstar. This can only take NIKEEM higher.
You're absolutely right, Josh. And on May 25th, at All Systems Go, Luke Curtis puts his OVW... Oh, come on.
He plucked out his pacifier.
The disrespect Curtis is known for, but 25th of May, he puts his career on the line. What the... A DDT.
Hell of a snap DDT out of Curtis and now right into the COA.
Curtis got the COA cinched in deep. NIKEEM's got nowhere to go. Not getting paid by the hour. Luke Curtis picking up the win.
Your winner as a result of a submission, Certified Luke Curtis.
And again, that's what I'm talking about. That's that killer instinct in Luke Curtis.
You make one mistake and he'll capitalize on it.
Luke Curtis making short week of NIKEEM. And guys,
wait, what's is Curtis calling for a mic?
Heck yeah, let the man talk.
As long as it's him and not the Christmas ornament talking.
Show some respect for Certified. Never in my life have I met a more ungrateful group of people than the OVW fans. Shut up, I don't suck! Only 1 year ago, I left Miami, Florida, my home, to come to Kentucky, to OVW, to make a name for myself, to hone my skills, become the best professional wrestler that I could become. And I did my part. A 3-time Rush champion. Win after win, moment after moment, big match after big match, I always delivered for you.
Would you stop? He's delivering.
And you know what you did?
Time and time again.
You laughed at me. You disrespected me. You tarnished the name Certified. And now my career is on the line.
Hold on. Speaking of career being on the line, the man who put it on the line, Blanco Loco.
What are you even doing out here?
You know...
Shut up! Don't champ for him! He's nobody! He's nobody!
I am the OVW Rush Division Champion. A championship that, if I'm correct, I took straight off your waist. And you know what? You know what, Luke? I love the fact that when nobody's out here, all you do is you run your mouth. Week after week, you run your mouth. Now I give the devil his due. You are an elite athlete. Look what you just did to NIKEEM. 30 seconds. You decimated the kid. So you know what, Luke? I think you're ready. I think you're ready for your championship match, aren't you? But here's the thing. Instead of 2 weeks, let's do it next Thursday.
Hang on.
No. Let's do it right here.
We made negotiations for May 25th. That's when we're gonna have our match. You're not gonna coerce me into doing what you want again. That's not the way it works around here.
I'm not gonna coerce you. You took everything from me, Luke. Everything.
I make the decision. Everything that I care about is around your waist right now, and I swear to you, I will take it back. But on the 25th, when the time is right.
I don't think so, Luke. Everything you love is right here. Everything that I loved and that I cared about, you literally ripped away from me. So next week, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Familiar scene here from Curtis.
No! Yes.
What?
He says yes.
Spectacular answering for Luke.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
And now, the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week.
Austin showing his athleticism here. Oh,
gosh. Will Austin just run through the washer and the dryer and now hung out to dry with the payload. Good Lord.
Thanks for coming, Will Austin.
EC3. Let me make myself clear. I don't talk.
That was the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week. It's love in your mouth.
The following contest is a non-title bout set for one fall with TV time remaining. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Shannon the Dude and representing the faction. He is the OVW Heavyweight Champion, the Indian Lion, Mahabali SHERA.
The OVW Heavyweight Champion and the muscle of the faction, Mahabali Shera.
Which is saying something with all the muscles that they have, including Shannon the Dude. His great quads, you just can't tell.
Shannon the Dude has a great nothing. Shera, though, I will say, you don't understand the size of Shera until you see him in person. The television does not do it justice.
And his opponent from Jonesboro, Arkansas, is the Arkansas Roughneck, Shotgun Tony Gunn.
Guys, when Tony Gunn hits that Davis Arena curtain, when he steps under the lights of DC Productions, the mood changes.
The man considers himself the best that there is in OVW, but the title belt around the waist of Mahabali Shera tells a different story.
Tony Gunn definitely believes when he steps in that ring, you are looking at the best there is. Not only does Tony come in with a ton of talent, he comes in with a barrel full of bad attitude. And rightfully so, after what Shera did to him at Christmas Chaos, who robbed Tony Gunn of that OVW National Heavyweight Championship by slamming a steel cage door in his face. This crowd coming alive for Tony Gunn so much I can barely even hear you guys. Tony Gunn just so popular here at Davis Arena. You're seeing Shera, Shannon the Dude, realizing they're in a situation they're not ready for.
The crowd firmly behind Tony Gunn. Obviously, this crowd incredibly misguided.
And Mahabali Shera wants absolutely nothing to do with Tony Gunn.
Man, can you blame him? I mean, guys, let's even take it back even further than December. Let's go back to the last Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship match where Tony Gunn injured Mahabali Shera, put him on the shelf. You gotta think Shera has that on his mind.
And look at that, Gunn just flinging a bottle of water at Mahabali Shera, calling him a coward. Tony Gunn wants nothing more than to get in that ring, stand toe-to-toe with every member of the faction, Mahabali Shera included, and just beat their ass from pillar to post. I don't blame him, and I want to see it. The problem with Shera is you can't turn your back on Shera. He's so powerful, he's explosive.
Tony almost lost his head there after that lariat. Shera using Shannon as a distraction. And obviously Shera, that mindset, that shift in his personality since December, not afraid to take the shortcuts, especially the ones with glitter all over their back.
Shannon the douche at ringside.
He's a glittery shortcut.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying you can't turn your back on Mahabali Shera. Again, I don't like Shera. I don't like the people that he keeps around him. However, I will take nothing away from the power, the strength, and just, I mean, let's be honest here. He's a marvel. He's a once-in-a-lifetime, once-in-a-generation talent is Mahabali Shera, but Tony Gunn does not care about that.
Tony Gunn might be chokeslammed through the ring here, no?
Tony Gunn fighting out of that vicious chokeslam from Shera. Now, Steve, you're the person who knows a thing or two about intoxication. Shera intoxicated by being with the faction, feeling like he's part of this elite group.
Shera has a sense of power now, both literally and figuratively. Oh, huge clothesline in the corner. Shera has a sense of power now, both literally and figuratively, that he's never had before. My God, Tony is wailing on him here in the corner.
Sense of power from Gunn right now. Again,
Mahabali Shera turned his back on the OVW faithful in the OVW locker room when he allied himself with Jesse Goddard at the expense of Tony Gunn. This one's not about wins and losses. This is about putting marks on a person's body that aren't gonna go away. That's Gunn's mindset.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right, Josh. And hold on. Ooh, Gunn to that top turnbuckle. Back in December, Shera was the self-appointed enforcer by Al Snow for that cage match. And then he turned his back on Tony Gunn, the OVW faithful. Everyone in OVW this time, part of the faction.
I don't know if Shera was trying to give Gunn one of his trash plexes or if Gunn managed to just pop right back out on sheer adrenaline.
Sometimes when you cock the gun, it goes off. Tony Gunn ready to explode now on Shera.
Well, there's no safety on Tony Gunn. He's always ready to blow.
Gunn using an obviously illegal tactic using that vest there.
Using an illegal tactic. Look at the size difference between Mahabali Shera and Tony Gunn. Tony has the heart of a man 3 times the size of Shera, but Tony will use a shortcut when he can get the advantage.
Well, you just saw Tony Gunn hurling his entire body at the mass that is Mahabali Shera. And that's where he's pulling anything he can to get a little purchase in this matchup. But right now, Tony Gunn in control. Hold on, what's Gunn thinking here? Oh, goes for a baseball slide, but Shera steps out and pulls him through.
Shera saw it coming and now just laces Gunn in the back of the head with one of those 12-6 elbows, Brian.
Shera's obviously more of a cricket guy, not really feeling that baseball slide, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm sorry.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Shera on the attack now. Oh, gosh, face first, Tony Gunn. Look at Gunn trying to fight back, but Shera just too powerful, Josh.
Gunn swinging back any chance he can. Tony Gunn will find a way to try to punch, to kick, to scrape, to claw, anything he can at his opponent, even when it looks like he's in a bad position.
Hold on, speaking of a bad position.
Oh, Mahabali Shera rolling in, breaking referee Daniel Spencer's count. But look at that!
Nobody home. Shera just closed on a steel post.
Shera rolled into the ring to save himself from getting counted out, but he may have just cost himself.
Folks, don't go anywhere. This Hour 1 main event is not going anywhere, and neither should you.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info@ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town.
Folks, welcome back to this main event, Shera versus Tony Gunn. And guys, how lucky are we to have this inside the historic Davis Arena? A main event anywhere in the country on any given night.
Unbelievable action here in OVW in our main event and all night tonight. Tony Gunn right now is wailing on him.
Tony Gunn taking out weeks of frustration on the face of Mahabali Shera.
I couldn't be happier to see it.
Now, Josh, you've been in a group that Tony Gunn has waged war against in the LOB. Now, you're seeing him do that again with the faction. What should they be worried about?
The faction.
Everything. When you have Tony Gunn on the opposite side of the ring from you, you should be worried about everything. Gunn is unpredictable. He's a loose cannon. And once he starts getting a little bit of momentum behind him, like he is right now, he's damn near unstoppable.
This crowd chanting, click, click, boom, but they might see a cannonball explosion in the corner.
Shera might be knocked out cold. It could be absolutely elementary up to this point.
Shera might be in trouble here. Tony Gunn is feeling it. He's got mountains of momentum. Can he take out the OVW Heavyweight Champion?
Gunn looking for that springboard knee strike.
Right on the money.
Manages to nail it. And Tony now loading up for that kill shot, Brian.
Kill shots being put in the barrel. Shera is on another planet right now. Tony Gunn might be just seconds away from a big win. Imagine what the faction would do if Shera lost. Hold on. Gunn up and over.
Launched like a rocket.
Up and over all the way to the floor. Referee Daniel Spencer says it was momentum. Momentum carried it over, as throwing your opponent over the top rope in OVW's disqualification.
Sure is. And Shera looking very confident in what he's just done. Looking very confident now and sidestepping Tony Gunn. Shera taking a little time to recoup, but that should tell you how strong Shera is, that he needs time to get a breath.
Shera now just hammering away on the body of Tony Gunn on the outside here.
Tony Gunn body almost limp, guys, but that's a good, almost 10-foot fall down to the mat.
Now he's choking the very life out of shotgun Tony Gunn.
And again with that elbow strike right in between the shoulder blades.
Yeah, a little too close to the commentator's desk for my liking.
Shera's maybe thinking something dangerous on the outside, but once you get him inside and get that win while Tony Gunn is vulnerable. Indian Lion can't give Tony Gunn any room here to breathe. He's got to sink those fangs in if Shera wants to win.
And now just choking away at Tony Gunn blatantly in front of referee Daniel Spencer.
He's got till 5 and he's using every second of it.
Again, guys, a rivalry over a year old. Tony Gunn putting Shera on the shelf. Shera stealing that OVW National Heavyweight Championship opportunity from Gunn's grasp.
Oh, now look at Shannon the douche.
Trying to help Tony Gunn out, but Tony refusing to let Shannon help.
Oh, what a scumbag.
Of Tony? Yeah, how selfish. You're right.
What?
See if anything knows about scumbags, it's you, buddy. Shera dropping those clotheslines now on Tony Gunn in the corner. A little vice versa from earlier, guys. We saw Tony Gunn unload on Shera in that same corner earlier tonight. Hold on.
You see that weasel Shannon the dude on the outside shearing on Mahabali Shera.
Hey, weasels are cute animals. Oh my God!
Variation of a blue thunder bomb there out of Mahabali Shera. Cover! Only 2 count.
Gunn somehow got the shoulder. It might have been desperation. Look at Shera, though. Not giving him an inch, right back on the attack, applying the pressure.
Right in there with that chin lock. Legal as could be. Tony doing everything he can to get one more breath in his lungs.
Tony Gunn, that air being cut off. Look at that vein popping out on the forehead of Tony Gunn. The oxygen being cut off here, the blood rushing to his head.
Oh, and now Shera manages to switch his body weight, spreads himself out there, forcing Gunn down, and now Shera trying to crank upwards with his upper body, putting even more torque on the neck of Gunn.
Look at that look of intensity on Shera's face. You look at Gunn, guys, he might be going. He might be fading here.
He might be getting snuffed out. The thorn in the side of the faction might finally be plucked and tossed.
Tony Gunn fighting for every breath that he can draw into his body right now. The OVW faithful willing him on.
Arkansas Roughneck almost back to his feet from a prone position. Gunn might be able to fight back into this if he's got a little bit more. Oh, Shera cut him off at the pass.
Oh, Gunn slides out. Takes him down.
Takes himself down at the same time. Gunn's taking so much damage he could not capitalize after that huge maneuver.
Reverse DDT out of Tony Gunn. We've seen him win championships with that, Brian.
He's trying to get over there for a pin. Mahabali Shera already starting to get back to his feet here.
Tony Gunn taking that much needed time to get some breath. So you see he's got his eyes on Shera, but oh, Shera on the attack before Gunn was ready there.
Gunn fights out though. The southpaw of Tony Gunn with the punches to the jaw, the chops to the chest. Gunn trying to unload now.
The most serious southpaw in Arkansas, Tony Gunn. Oh, big knee.
Right to the chin, takes the big man down.
Ooh. Gunn's own momentum used against him there. Big boot from Shera. Again, 2 count.
Referee Daniel Spencer Right on top of it, nearly had this match won, did Mahabali Shera.
Now, guys, the personal stakes in this are high. We've talked about that, but you got to think it's on Gunn's mind. If he beats an OVW Heavyweight Champion, he's back in title contention. What better way to show a crack in the armor of the faction?
Not only is he back in title contention, but he's taken down one of the biggest, baddest members of the faction.
Oh, hold on, Shera looking for that choke slam.
Wait, Gunn hangs on.
Gunn rolls him through. Is he trying to get an arm bar?
Not trying to, he does have the arm bar.
Well, Gunn's trying to get that elbow straightened out. If he can get that arm straightened all the way out, he can lock that in, that cross arm breaker.
Tony got it extended. Look at the look of concern on Shera the Dude's face to see Shera flailing.
Gunn's got to get Shera's body flexed completely out. Hang on, cover.
Shera rolls him into a pin, tries to break up the submission, but Gunn right back into it.
Gunn's got to use his legs to force Shera's body back down to the canvas while popping his hips up to try to hyperextend that elbow and that shoulder.
Looks like he's got it turned into a triangle.
He does. It looks like he's got it into a triangle choke, but I don't know how deep.
Gunn sticking on him like white on rice, not letting up the pain, not letting up the pressure.
He may have that left shin under the throat.
He should have that left shin.
Shera.
If he does, he's got him in a completely different hold.
And look how red Shera's face is, guys. The blood rushing to his brain. Shera again trying to fight out.
Oh my God!
Desperation power bomb. Shera gets some much needed distance.
Desperation or not, it was damn sure effective.
Mahabali Shera now lying in wait for Tony Gunn. Gunn slow to get back to his feet, Brian.
Oh, Shera goes for the boot, but nobody home. Kill shot! Gunn hit the kill shot! Out of nowhere!
Down goes Shera! Gunn fighting to roll him over.
What? What?
The hell just happened?
Did we get a 3 count? Did Qualifier get excited?
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, time has expired. The referee has ruled the match a draw.
Oh, come on.
A draw? Are you kidding me?
Come on, ridiculous.
Tony Gunn had Mahabali Shera. It looked like he had a pin for a 3 count.
Tony Gunn had the OVW Heavyweight Champion beaten.
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't gonna be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life. And I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was gonna be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable at what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
Isaiah! Hey, can you come here a second? Hey! All right, look, man, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm gonna get right to it. I have a tag team match tonight going up against EC3 and Mr. Pegtacular, and I need a tag team partner. And I was kind of thinking maybe you and I could put our differences aside. All right, man, look, I know that I'm not the most popular guy in the locker room, but you're gone.
Oh, you say never hit a man with glasses, but we are, Jack. Not so tall now, are ya, Jack? See you next Thursday, Jack. Call the Young Bucks, dork.
There's an electricity in this building.
We take what we want.
Click. Click.
Welcome to OVW.
Revolver's out here.
What is Adam Revolver doing? Wait, what's Curtis got? Oh! What's Curtis got in his hand?
What? He just dropped something in his trunks after nailing Jack Vaughn in the head. Gorilla Peck Slam. Ooh. Oh.
Super kick out of Hero. Oh, Gunner's managed to catch him on the way down.
KAL HERRO in that California grab, middle of the ring. KAL HERRO tapped out to that California grab.
Bending that body, that spinal column of KAL HERRO. And Gunn is seeing
Gunn
enough.
to break it up. Oh, this main event is breaking down into a damn bar brawl. It's a melee.
Oh, he's got the taser again. He just tased Cash. No, high.
We need to get some officials out here, some damn security. The man is on the loose with a weapon.
We've got to get some help out here.
We got Dr. Anson going in there to check our official ringside medical staff. What is Connors doing?
Hey, that's our ringside physician. Come on.
This is just ridiculous. This is chaos.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Big B, Charles Garvin, and Big So, the Derby City Destroyer.
Big So and Big B, Charles Garvin, the Derby City Destroyers, guys, two men who laid out a challenge to OVW Tag Team Champions last week.
The Outrunners, who were just innocently running their #1 rated retro lounge, rudely interrupted by the Derby City Destroyers, uninvited.
I was okay with it.
Putting their nose into business that doesn't.
And their opponents from Corridor, Mexico, Los Conquistadores.
These two Destroyers are about to go 2-on-2 with the Conquistadores, international superstars making their debut here at Davis Arena. With Big B in the best shape I've ever seen him in, leaning out, getting some muscle, looking like $1 million bucks. Big Zo, the exact same, in the best shape of his career, Josh.
Without a doubt, international
superstars.
International superstars.
Well,
because OVW brings in worldwide talent.
Well, no, I get that. But I know the Conquistadors. They didn't tell me they were coming to town. I'm disappointed, man.
It's Conquistadors #4. It's like, it's different.
Well,
yeah, this is
shot to the
Conquistadors.
backside of Big Zo.
Yeah, this is 4 and 6, not 1 and 2.
Wait.
It's a
yeah, I know 4 and 6.
It's a numerical system.
Either way, the DCD out here against
Sorry, we
the
let you.
Conquistadors.
It's Quattro and Sace. Oh, hold on, look at this. Sace in trouble. Big Zo getting to his corner, and now hold on, Quattro tagged in. Quattro and Big Beef meeting up in the middle of the ring. Guys, Quattro is giving Beef a run for his money size-wise.
Conquistador Quattro now.
Well, Quattro's always been a tall guy, man.
Yeah.
Especially when he used to have the long hair, it used to really give, it looked at him, he was stretched out. It was weird.
It was a very Samson thing. Got power from it, but right now, Big Beef powering down Quattro in the middle of the ring. Might have busted him down to a dose there.
Beef looking fantastic out here.
Big Beef has been training so hard, taking this so seriously. Wants to make a name for himself in professional wrestling. Now, hold on.
Wait a second. Zo didn't see the switch.
Sace just rolled in.
A little bit of chicanery there. Quattro out for Sace.
Oh!
Zo goes to that big leg drop.
Sace out of the way. That leg drop, and Zo now do more damage to himself than his opponent.
To which Conquistador Sace says, ole.
Well, that's the thing. The Conquistadors south of the border, they've always had like this wild style, man. It's hard to get used to them, but
speaking of wild style,
slapping Zo on the posterior.
Oh, Sace, big cross body, taking down Big Zo.
They work more provocative below the border there.
Can you imagine what would happen if Sace and Quattro beat the Destroyers their first night here? What a big win that would be for them.
Oh, the Conquistadors would rocket right to the top. Well, these specific Conquistadors, Quattro and Sace.
Yeah, we don't talk about Cinco.
No, Cinco we don't talk about anymore.
He's
Maybe
the Bruno of
rest
the
in peace.
Conquistadors. But right now, Big Zoe in trouble. Oh!
They're like the Villanos out of Mexico. There's so many of them.
Well, Conquistador is one of the most famous last names in Mexico. A lot of people don't know that. But right now,
it's like Menudo with a mask.
Quattro taking in Sace. Snapmare takeover from the Conquistadors. Big Zoe in trouble here.
Double fist drop.
Conquistadors conquering Big Zoe, which, you know, that means conqueror in English.
Shot to the midsection. Sace goes down.
I'm teaching people tonight. That's what I'm doing. I'm a teacher.
Ooh, Quattro taking Big Beef now down face first.
No, that's Sace. Sace in the ring, and now Quattro coming in.
There we go.
I know, it's hard to keep track of them.
It's the physiques of these guys. I thought one of them was Ocho at first until I saw the boots.
No, you know Ocho wears different.
Yeah, Ocho would have called me. Yeah. Ocho absolutely would have called me.
Big
he still
Beef.
owes me $60.
Oh, Big Beef gonna have to call the dentist after that big boot to the chin.
You know, for a while I thought you were Ocho.
No. We get that a lot though.
Okay.
And now look at this. Quattro going up top. He's got that Greco-Roman knuckle lock. And look at the balance.
Turbo, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Huh?
Quattro got incredible balance here. Going old school is Quattro.
All the way across. Undertaker, eat your heart out.
Corner to corner.
And you mean border to border.
Oh, my God.
Quattro, so powerful, so quick. The agility.
Ole!
A Big Beef not taken kindly to being made a mockery of.
Carne asada.
You know,
And Beef just, oh, you idiot. And Beef just wiping out Quattro. And now in comes Big Zoe.
Quattro in trouble. And I did get to talk to the Conquistadors a little bit backstage. You know what their favorite stage play is? Tequila Mockingbird. Now here we go. The Destroyers working on Quattro solo. Oh!
Double shoulder tackle wipes out Quattro, center of the ring.
Those shoulders knocks down Quattro.
Zoe goes for that cover.
So 2 count there on Quattro, not quite the trace.
Does Charlene know how to count in Spanish?
Ooh! Destroyers now have really isolated Quattro and cut this ring in half.
Big scoop and a slam out of Beef.
Big beefy slam. I think we answered that Wendy's question. The Beef is in OVW right now, and he is working Quattro.
Oh, look at that. Again, everybody with these 12 to 6 elbows, man. It's terrible for your spinal column. It jars your brain. You don't know where you're at. I feel bad for Quattro
Now
in
he's
there.
whipping at the mask. Luchador tradition being disrespected right now.
Big
Beef trying to get an advantage anywhere he can.
Mucho grande carne asada.
Here we go. Sace tagged in. Big Zoe tagged in.
Sace ducks Beef.
We look at the size of Safe. You gotta assume there's always at least an once de dos.
What?
Dose. It's 12.
Oh, look at that flying head scissors.
Brilliant, brilliant luchador wrestling.
Oh no, Sace charged in.
Sace getting some momentum, but now, oh, get that momentum taken away.
Destroyers sandwiching Sace in between the two of them.
The Destroyers looking for, hold on.
Quattro clotheslines Beef over the top.
But Big Zoe still got that big splash on Sace. Zoe now checking on Big Beef, and oh, look at the switch again by the Conquistadors.
Quattro in the ring. Zoe has no idea.
Oh, hold on. What? Hold on.
Wait.
She thinks it was Zoe that gave her the old smack on the tuchus.
How dare Zoe do that?
Zoe didn't do that.
Oh, hold on.
The Conquistadors got him.
Quattro got that roll-up win.
Los Conquistadors!
What a debut for Quattro and Sace. The Conquistadors picking up a win over the Destroyers.
These two are muy caliente.
Oh, come on!
It was the Outrunners all along. What the hell?
Well, no wonder they didn't call me when they came into town. What is...
It's impossible.
Well, where's the real Quattro and Sace? The Outrunners just pulled a fast one on the Destroyers.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word.
Huh.
Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Now the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson.
Dragon Driver out of Isaiah. Luke Curtis and Mount Valley Sheer making their way out here now.
No. Hey, wait a second.
Hold on, it looks like Isaiah's taking out both Shera and Luke Curtis.
Isaiah got the win!
That was the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson. We go for the money, all of the money.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, it's La Princesa, Tiffany Nieves.
La Princesa, Tiffany Nieves, Steve, coming in with a lot of confidence, but coming in with a lot of personal animosity in this matchup.
Tiffany Nieves in the middle of a feud with seemingly all of the OVW women's division.
The women's OVW women's division came here and bloated on itself lately.
And her opponent, the fatty, LEILA GREY.
I see you bring up Tiffany having issues with the whole women's division, but when you take all that away, take away the Shauna, the cage matches, everyone else, at the center of it, this feud, this rivalry, where LEILA GREY stabbed her former best friend Tiffany Nieves in the back.
Oh, what's she doing out here?
Who's there with Batty Hollywood Haley J? Having a little trouble getting down the ramp, but hold on, I think she's making her way over here to the commentary table, Steve.
Oh, fantastic.
I got something to say.
Oh, great. Say it.
Who's there with Batty joining us here?
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Coach benched me. Maybe I can learn something from these two. Let's see what we got.
Haley, there's a lot to learn on either side. I think these ladies can learn from you, but let's actually ask you about how has it been being part of this tumultuous OVW women's division as of late?
I still think that I'm at the top, but I would much rather be in the ring beating up LEILA because clearly Tiffany can't handle that. But, you know, I'm just trying to make my way back to the top so I can get what's
Now,
important.
Haley, you say that you're at the top, but I mean, obviously, Shalance Royale is holding the championship
but why?
right now.
Why? Because she's hurt, she's there, she's running, she's singing. Oh, Shalante has an excuse not to wrestle me. That's why she's the champ.
Big back elbow there. Nieves taking LEILA GREY to the ground, but bringing up Shalance Royale, I mean, Haley, you do have that #1 contendership. That Nightmare Rumble win. It has this, I don't even know how to say it, outlandish women's division that ended in that cage match. All the craziness, has that prevented you from cashing in?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm worried about these two. Dumber here. This one would have hit me in my face already.
Oh,
what am I doing? I'm talking to you. You better turn around, dummy.
Oh.
Good job, Tiffany. You know what? I clap for Tiffany. Thank you, everyone. Yes.
LEILA GREY turned right around
Good,
into that
Tiffany.
forearm from
Give her one
Tiffany
for me,
Nieves.
Tiffany. Give her one for me. Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Chopping the life out of LEILA GREY here.
Heck yeah.
On commentary, you're
what I'm
supposed to
talking about.
you're supposed to play it neutral, Haley. We play it neutral here on commentary.
We don't play it neutral. If I'm playing it neutral, I'm for me and 100% me and only me.
Steve, I respect your bravery trying to tell Haley what to do, but don't do that.
But don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Tiffany can teach me how to be gullible, and LEILA can teach me how to be a groupie. She thinks she's the star here, but let's not forget.
Now, Haley G, you got wins over both of these women. Who do you think's going to come out on top in this matchup?
Don't do it, Tiffany. If she does that, I swear she's gullible. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Tiffany not taking the bait, not shaking the hand. Oh,
Good.
taking
Good for
that
you.
full arm though.
Let me just say, if it wasn't for Shauna, I wouldn't be in any of this. I beat her at the Rumble, and she's still coming and traumatizing me.
That's kind of what's the point. I mean, Shauna threw a wrench in this entire OVW women's division. It's made it a powder keg. I mean, preventing you from even cashing in your championship opportunity
Exactly.
yet.
Oh, it's been games, nothing but games with Shauna. I'm sick of it.
Tiffany now risking disqualification.
Oh. She's getting in now. She's angry.
Tiffany
You won't like me when I'm angry. Oh, don't run, Layla. Hi.
That was Bugetto Bruce Banner reference, and I appreciate that.
What's she so scared of? This is exactly why.
LEILA GREY trying to get out of dodge here, trying to get away from Tiffany Nieves, but hold on. Nieves in pursuit here. Oh! Goes for the big kick, but goes face first into the apron.
That's definitely not going to help with Tiffany's face.
Oh, God, that's not going to help much either. LEILA GREY.
Listen, she's nothing compared to me. She might have got over on Tiffany right then, but I can do better.
Greg over the penetrator, trying to rearrange Nieves' face. 1 count there.
You know, she says she's bad, but is she the baddest? Because I'm the baddest there is, the baddest there was, and the baddest there'll ever be. She's just a backup baddie.
Haley J got some strong words, and Haley, we've seen the history between you and LEILA GREY.
She cut my hair. Did you forget who made me this fire?
It was a beautiful hair.
Oh! Sidewalk slam there from Tiffany Nieves, swinging for some extra momentum.
She may have missed her calling as a beautician.
Oh, shit. She missed something.
Nieves now about to go to the top rope, thinking something big here. LEILA GREY could be in trouble.
Come on.
Hold on. LEILA GREY back to her feet now. Nieves going for all of a big cross body.
Yeah, it was a crossbody.
All the way across now. A stalemate here between these two women.
They need to relax and breathe.
There's no relaxing. It doesn't mean Haley, that's a best friend who turned on her former best friend.
Friends. Are they really best friends though? I mean, let's be for real. Nothing about LEILA is real. She's all 100% fake. So Tiffany really believed LEILA was her friend. She really believed that?
Sometimes it's really warm under a dragon's wing, but Tiffany might have the win right here.
Hold on. No, I'm not letting this happen today.
Shauna Reed, make it.
Yeah.
Hold on, what the hell is happening here? Hold on, Tiffany! Oh my God, Haley J just jumping out the commentary, doesn't attack at Shauna Reed.
My God!
Haley just laid into Shauna Reed on the outside. But Freya just got in the ring and the referee doesn't see a damn thing. What? Freya just chokeslammed Tiffany. What the hell is going on? What is Freya thinking?
What in the hell is happening?
This is madness. This is the OVW Women's Division madness we were discussing. When did the pin start? What the hell?
Your winner, LEILA GREY.
The OVW Women's Division has been utter chaos for months, and that is not changing. Look at this, just violence breaking down outside the ring. Freya interjecting herself. What the hell is happening?
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info at ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing the faction, and being accompanied by Shannon the Dude, Adam Reed.
That's not his name. You have to do my job and your job too. He is white Lightning, Mr. Electric, Adam Revolver.
Mr. Electric. The thing about him, Revolver, is it's shocking how pale he is.
White lightning, huh?
The most electrifying man in OVW history. That's right, Adam Revolver.
White lightning's right. It makes me want to bolt every time I see him.
The walking milk jug of the faction.
More like a yogurt cup.
And his opponent from Austin, Texas, Manny Domingo.
Manny Domingo, the man from Austin, who can a go-go. His first time ever matchup in Manny Domingo versus Adam Revolver.
Adam Revolver, the brains of the faction. And again, the most electrifying man in OVW.
The brains.
The brains.
He looks like a bottle of Elmer's glue that formed arms and legs.
They're all obviously Mensa candidates, but he's, you know, the smartest.
Well, he's going to have to be smart in there, Steve. He's going to have to think quicker than Hiccup because Manny Domingo is a man who can crank up this speed and pull out of nowhere. Manny Domingo in there against Mayo with 2 legs. Domingo going to have to look out for Revolver, though. A veteran knows his way around every corner of the ring.
Has one of the most effective and dangerous sleeper holds ever in professional wrestling, does Adam Revolver.
Oh, look at this. Domingo rolls through, takes the arm of Revolver for himself, and takes Revolver down. Domingo, you know, you were right when you said it. He can go-go.
Manny Domingo outclassing Revolver, technically speaking, in the early goings here. Revolver showing a little sign of frustration.
Literally impossible. He's the classiest man alive.
Head scissors now on Revolver. And Adam Revolver, multiple-time Triple Crown champion here in OVW. Manny Domingo holding his own against him.
Big opportunity for Manny Domingo to show what he can do. And let's not forget, Adam Revolver, by hook or by crook or by electrocuting the rest of the guys, earned a bye in the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship Tournament, which we will see the finals May 25th at All Systems Go. And folks, just add to our website announced earlier today, June 3rd, or just a week and a half after All Systems Go, Damage Control. Tickets are on sale right now at OVWrestling.com.
Adam Revolver now complaining to referee Shane Chess that he pulled the tights.
Well, you can see
that he didn't pull the tights at all. Yeah.
The juxtaposition between his skin tone and that purple lets you know those tights did not move at all.
Really? We're getting right down to the forensics of this?
No, you're just a sycophant when it comes to the faction, and frankly, it's annoying as all get out. But Domingo now up and over Revolver. Beautiful hip toss.
It's the faction.
Deep arm drag there. Deep hip tosses there from Manny Domingo and follows up with a beautiful drop kick, sending Revolver to the outside.
And Revolver rolling to the floor, trying to find a little bit of respite here.
Shannon the Dude checking on Revolver. A man he's worked with for years, knows Adam so incredibly well, his shadow almost.
Revolver, too smart, standing on the outside, but he needs to realize that does not keep him safe. Manny Domingo will attack from anywhere. Speaking of which, here he comes.
Conferring with Shannon the Dude, a man he trusts implicitly, the man who brought Adam Revolver into the faction. Oh!
A huge chop across the chest from Domingo.
Oh, Domingo working over that chest of Revolver. Revolver trying to get out of dodge.
Revolver slides in first, manages to cut Domingo off at the pass.
Revolver had just enough time to turn things around and get that attack on Domingo as he tried to get back in the ring. And now look at Revolver, how quickly he was able to turn this around.
Snap suplex rolled into the pin, only a 1 count.
And Revolver now going back to that neck.
The efficiency of the motion inside of the ring by Adam Revolver is second to none.
I hate to agree with you, I really do. But, man, you're actually right about that. Adam Revolver, smooth as butter in that ring.
Coincidentally enough that you said that, and it's another Adam Revolver fact, his dad was a jar of mayo. Manny Domingo now fighting back into this.
Domingo now rights and lefts to the point of the jaw. Revolver swing and a miss.
Ooh, Manny Domingo dropping Revolver down to the mat. Manny Domingo really taking it to Adam Revolver.
building up a head of steam. Oh no, Revolver rolling towards that corner, trying to get away from Domingo, but Domingo, known for that 450, sees the opening.
Hey, Latino might be looking to a go over Revolver. Chopping at the throat of Manny Domingo, cut him off at the pass.
Huge slam from the top. Manny Domingo's in real bad shape, guys.
What the hell? What is Revolver doing? Shannon the Dude pulling. Oh, come on, again?
Wait.
Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Revolver's got some electricity, but now the power just went out. What the hell is going on here?
Come on, White Lightning, get the lights on.
Oh, hold on. Isaiah at the top of the ramp. He's got the taser.
High managing to sneak the taser.
Oh,
what a drop kick from Domingo.
Revolver walked right into it. Now Domingo going back, looking for that 450.
Picture perfect 450. Domingo beat Revolver.
Your winner, Manny Domingo.
Revolver's weapon of choice, that taser, causing the distraction against him, allowing Manny Domingo to pick up the win.
An absolute travesty, the distraction from the Hood Ninja.
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't going to be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life. And I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was going to be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, Shalonce, your 15 minutes are up. I'm sick and tired week after week, excuse after excuse. First you're injured, now you have a lawyer. Now you're stealing stuff from me, and I'm over it. Okay? First, your hip hurts. Then your neck hurts. Now you got me arrested because you're too scared to fight me, and I'm done. I have pies from my grandma that someone seems to have stolen. Guess who? The irony of your last name being royal is because all you've been is a royal pain in my ass.
Hold on. That siren call. Yeah, pies?
trailer just to see what it would be like. And oh, sweetie, I understand. Oh, trust me. I understand why you are upset. I understand why you are mad. I understand, because if I ever lived in a trailer like you, I would be so upset. When you be upset, oh, ooh. Okay. And your mean mom's pies are just disgusting.
She's trapped here, guys.
Oh! VJ and Shalonce trying to get Ellie, but Ellie ducked out of the way.
Get the other pie!
Shalante is saying to get the other pie. He just gave it to Ellie. PJ just gave Ellie the pie.
I don't think she realizes
Oh my God!
what she's asking for.
Shalante covered in pie. PJ blinded. Dream Girl Ellie's just got the women's championship.
What the hell is going on here?
That's
a valid question.
One pickle of a pie escapade is what's happening there. Dream Girl Ellie standing tall. And will this be the last time we see her with the OVW Women's Championship? Or is that a precursor of what's to come?
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word.
Huh.
Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
And now, the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week.
Austin showing his athleticism here. Oh,
gosh. Will Austin just run through the washer and the dryer and now hung out to dry with the payload. Good Lord.
Thanks for coming, Will Austin.
EC3. Let me make myself clear. I don't talk.
That was the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week. It's love in your mouth.
Folks, welcome back to OVW here at the beautiful Davis Arena. How you doing, guys? Folks, you gotta be here live. You gotta be part of all the excitement. They got some huge opportunities to do that over the next couple weeks, guys.
You're absolutely right. We've got all systems go on the 25th right here at the Davis Arena, but that is far from all, guys.
Well, you know what? You talk about the 25th. We're talking about the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship Tournament. The finals will be that night. The very next night, we will be in Georgetown at Country Boy Brewing for the kickoff of OVW Summer Tour. Go to ovwrestling.com to get your tickets for that. But as we're talking about the Summer Tour, things heating up, Brian, let's talk about our main event coming up. Jack Vaughn has been trying to find a partner all night long, and so far, no luck. So the question is, if Jack can't find a partner, what's he gonna do against EC3 and Goddard?
Was Jack Vaughn even gonna be able to compete tonight after getting jumped by the two members of the faction to start the show?
Well, here's the thing, guys. It's a good thing that Morgan & Morgan are the sponsor for that summer tour, because Jack Vaughn, after tonight, he may meet a lawyer for what Jesse Goddard and EC3 do to him. If this is a handicap match, he might have a strong case. But, guys, we got a strong case for one hell of a main event, because there's only one man who can get us there. Eric, my man, tell him who's fighting.
I'd be glad to, Brian. Your following contest, a tag team match set for one fall.
Mr. Spectacular.
Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
Introducing first, representing the faction and accompanied by Shannon the Dude, the OVW National Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Spectacular, Jesse Goddard.
EC3 not coming out with Goddard and Shannon the Dude. Only one half of this tag team for the main event.
Are you kidding? Why are you standing and cheering for these idiots?
Because they...
How much are you paying him?
Enough. They're paying me enough.
We followed him on Twitter.
But they
that was literally it.
They wouldn't need to pay me. I'd do it for free.
His partner
I'd pay them to do
is
it.
the NWA National Heavyweight Champion, The
EC3, the Overman, the Attraction, the NWA National Heavyweight Champion.
One of the most intense individuals that you will ever encounter in or out of a wrestling
The
ring.
Attraction in the faction, yours truly, a national champion himself, accompanied by yours truly, the face that runs the place. Oh, by all means.
I just want to say it's a great honor, a great privilege to be the attraction of the affection and standing in the ring with the OVW National Heavyweight Champion. What's better than one national champion? Two
National champions. And where is he? Where is this guy? What happened? Why? Where?
Jack Vaughn seemingly able to make it out here despite that cowardly attack from the faction earlier.
Introducing their opponents first from Charlotte, North Carolina, the veteran Jack Vaughn.
Oh, it looks like he might be going it alone here tonight.
Where's your partner? Where's your buddy? Hey, your mustache can't be your partner, handlebars. I knew this was gonna be a handicap match. You guys are gonna become real good friends, Baldy. As I was saying, where's he at? How about we just start this match? Go ahead and ring the bell. It's a handicap match. Everybody knows it. Ain't nobody coming. The guy's got no friends. Kind of like you guys. Clowns. But
The only clowns walking around I see right now are the two in the ring.
who are you pointing at?
Talking about the
2.5
ref
for count Shannon.
The
I
ref.
never count Shannon.
You're talking about the ref and the cameraman?
I told you you got nobody.
They are clowns.
Are you summon?
Hold on.
Cash is king.
And his partner, the proprietor of the Chop Shop, Cash Flow.
I think Godders and EC3 have bit off more than they can chew.
Business has damn sure picked up by almost 400 pounds. Cash Flow.
Well, this is obviously not fair. What the hell? No way. No. Cash Flow. He wasn't an option. That wasn't. No.
Well, you want to talk about real monsters in professional wrestling? The faction are staring at two real monsters of OVW right now, waiting for them in the ring.
EC3 and Mr. Spectacular. They're not just looking across at feral bears. Those feral bears they have poked for weeks. They have prodded for weeks, and now they got to step in the cage with the animals. Can you think of almost a more perfect partner for Jack Vaughn to have in this main event tag team matchup?
How are these two going to coexist?
Very easily. Cash likes to beat the crap out of stuck-up, arrogant idiots, and then Jack Vaughn just doesn't like the faction.
Oh, Spectacular was going to start out here, but EC3 saying he's going to handle it.
It's the faction, first of all.
EC3.
And now, we've got, I'm telling you, this is unfair. Cash Flow, fresh as could be.
All of this fresh as could be.
They had no time to prepare for this.
No time to prepare. They've had the entire couple hours of the show to prepare for this. They jumped Jack Vaughn. You're over here yelling about there's some sort of vendetta that Vaughn has against the faction for no reason. He has every reason. Jack Vaughn was, let's call it what it was, he was being courted by the faction for weeks, but they were using him and abusing him, and when they got what they wanted from Jack Vaughn, they beat him down and threw him to the curb. I'd be just as ticked off too. Oh, and look at that. Cash trying to launch a chop into Goddard's. Goddard stopped so short, I thought he was fixing to come out of the ring.
Looking to open the shop early. Jesse Goddard's having none of it.
And now Jack Vaughn tagging in.
Big man looking for his pound of flesh.
Guys, we've been hearing it all night. They don't trust Jack Vaughn. The locker room does not trust Jack Vaughn. Can cash flow.
You don't always have to trust someone that you're gonna team up with in a tag team match. That whole enemy of my enemy is my friend thing. As long as you don't put your hands on me and we're both trying to beat the living crap out of them, I'm good with you.
See, if you hear that, you've made a lot of enemies, so I guess a lot of those people are now friends with each other, so good
What
for
is
you.
this friend
none of
thing
us like
speak
you,
of?
Steve.
Friend.
Oh, hold on, look at the athleticism from Goddard's, but Vaughn now. Hold on.
Jesse Goddard's not able to get Jack Vaughn up and over.
Well, they were in a bit of a stalemate until Jack Vaughn overpowered Spectacular.
Bit of a do-si-do, and now Jesse Goddard's in a corner he does not want to be in.
OVW National Heavyweight Champion in trouble in there against Vaughn and Cashflow. Two of the strongest men to ever step through the doors of Davis Arena.
Come on, ref, get him out of the ring.
Cash going for the chest of Mr. Spectacular. Jesse ducks out of the way.
You see that franticness in Goddard's body movement. You see in the body language, he knows he's on the wrong side of the ring. He knows he's isolated, and that's not where he wants to be.
Goddard's trying to reach out for the tag. EC3 just too far away. Ooh, short uppercut. Goddard's manages to get the tag to EC3.
Quick tag to EC3 as soon as there's a minute, but hold on. Jack Vaughn immediately put EC3 up on his shoulders.
And look at this airplane spin out of Vaughn. Talk about going old school.
Get some airline miles with that airplane spin. EC3 now disoriented. Jack Vaughn, though, might be a little dizzy himself.
Vaughn goes to hit that ropes, but Goddard's with a kick to the kidneys. Oh, is that a super kick out of EC3?
Right in the face of the big man.
Folks, we'll be right back with this main event. Do not go anywhere.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info@ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town.
Welcome back to this tag team main event. Cashflow joining Jack Vaughn to battle Jesse Goddard and EC3, dual national heavyweight champions.
Now EC3 in control here on Jack Vaughn. Jack Vaughn, a big guy, but we are talking about two of the most muscular, well put together, physical specimens in professional sports history in Jesse Goddard's and EC3.
Sure, you got two great body guys and two incredible wrestlers, but you know what, Steve? They're in there against King Kong and Godzilla teaming up. When you look at Jack Vaughn and Cashflow, no matter how good you look in your tights, you might not be ready for those two monsters.
Which one's which?
It's interchangeable.
Well, okay, you're talking about, I'm talking about the physical aspects of EC3 and Jesse Goddard. You're talking about the mental aspects with the lizard and the gorilla. I see. It's not quite the same, though.
Oh, look at this. Sorry, it looked like you tied him up. A version of an inverted Russian leg sweep, maybe? No?
Absolutely. We've seen EC3 put away men with that maneuver before, Josh. But now Spectacular and on for days, Jack Vaughn. Oh, God!
What a leaping enziguri out of Jesse Goddard's, just drilling.
Going to be a little bit more than dazed after that one.
Yeah, just drilling Jack Vaughn right in the temple. And now going to the eyes of Vaughn. And once again, that weasel, that scumbag, Shannon the douche, getting himself involved.
EC3 paying dividends at ringside as well, while Jesse Goddard allows the ref to be distracted. Jack Vaughn trying to battle out of this corner in a bad way, but Jack Vaughn trying to come back alive here.
Doing everything he can. Doing everything in his power to get to cash flow.
Oh, code breaker. Jack Vaughn down like a big oak tree, just falling face first.
Once again, the faction in control of this as Goddard stomps away.
Goddard's now trying to take out Jack Vaughn, a man he once used for his own whims, for his own needs. Told him he could be in the faction if he just did this, that, and the other.
But Vaughn got out of the way. Oh, but Goddard's to the kick right to the kidney and a shot to the back of the head.
EC3, the legal man. Now again, the double teaming continues on Jack Vaughn.
Well, Cash Flow's seen enough. Cash tried to come in. Referee Daniel Spencer cutting him off at the pass.
At the end of the day, Jack Vaughn couldn't cut the mustard. See what I did there? Couldn't be a part of the faction. He didn't have what it takes.
Who would actually want to be a part of the faction outside of you?
Oh my God! Devastating chop from EC3 onto Jack Vaughn.
I feel like that's a calling card there, trying to get the attention of the big man.
Oof.
Second one to the chest, and I think you're right. He's got Cash's attention. You got to think, a couple weeks prior, EC3 has called Cash out personally by name.
EC3 knows to control the narrative in OVW. He has to take out the pillars. Cash Flow being one of the strongest, if not the strongest.
Now EC3 holding on to that front face lock after the suplex.
EC3 got Jack Vaughn in the middle of that ring. But the thing, when you're the size of Jack Vaughn, you're never too far from the rope. Might be able to get out of this.
You know, in EC3, he's trying to make things personal with Cash Flow. And I can tell you, that is not something you should do if you value your health.
EC3 fancies himself a cerebral, tactical fighter. Get inside your opponent's head, make it personal, make them emotional, make them make a mistake.
Well, EC3 now, is he going for a Canadian Destroyer? Oh! I thought he was going for the Destroyer. Jack Vaughn managed to just launch him.
EC3 ends up the one being destroyed after that back body drop. And Jack Vaughn trying to get the Cash Flow now. This crowd screaming for it.
Fingertips away was Jack Vaughn.
Oh,
God. Huge boot to the face, puts down EC3.
Size 16 right between the eyes.
Using that soul to kick the soul out of him. Jack Vaughn, those got to get to Cash Flow. Got to get the fresh man in here.
But Jack gets the tag.
Cash Flow in. Goddard's in.
It's going to be a bad night for Jesse Goddard's and EC3. So they've got a fired up Cash Flow to deal with.
This crowd coming alive for Cash Flow, the proprietor of the Chop Shop. Oh, big power slam. You guys don't think Cash Flow's forgotten. Goddard's man who screwed him out of the National Heavyweight Championship.
Well, you hear the crowd here. They're calling for it. They want that Chop Shop open.
Ooh.
Cash with a headbutt.
Oh, Cash Flow got Goddard's up.
Wall Street crash. He just hit the Wall Street crash. That's it. Oh.
EC3 just in the nick of time, saving the matchup, guys. And we said EC3 wanted it to be personal once in the mind of Cash Flow.
The faction living to fight another day.
Man, I thought that was it. I have been at ringside when Cash has won heavyweight championships with that Wall Street crash. But now EC3 just getting ping-ponged in between Cash and Jack Vaughn.
Atomic drops back and forth, ping-pong and the ping-pongs. EC3 in trouble here.
EC3's not going to have a good weekend after that.
Ooh, after those atomic drops, I think the EC3, their EC and EC3 stands for extra crevices.
Cash just running through EC3 with that point of his elbow.
Somebody needs to get out there and check EC3's perineum.
You see that Cash Flow just saved. He just saved Vaughn, just sacrificed himself to that spear so that Vaughn could survive.
And now Jack Vaughn, waistlock Goddard steps through, cuts him off.
Goddard's Irish whip.
You're right, Cash took a bullet for Jack.
Oh, goes for the lariat, but hold on, Goddard's dodged, or he's grabbing that knee.
Something's wrong with this. Get the doctor. Doctor, come on, get over there, Doc.
Jack Vaughn showing the frustration here.
And now Shannon the douche up on the apron.
This crowd giving their medical diagnosis, but look at Jack Vaughn, got his eyes locked on Shannon.
Oh, and Goddard's with a forearm to the back of the head of Vaughn.
It's a miracle, he's healed.
Oh, come on, Goddard's faking it, playing possum with that knee.
Wait, Dr. Asa trying to explain to referee Daniel Spencer what he just saw.
Dr. Asa trying to level the playing field here, trying to make it a little fair. The referee Daniel Spencer asking Goddard now, were you faking it?
He's obviously not faking it. He's not that good of an actor.
Asa saying he can continue, go on. He's fine, he's clear to compete.
Dr. Asa saying he's good.
Hold on, spectacular, rolled up by Vaughn. 2. He did it! Vaughn just beat the OVW National Heavyweight Champion.
winners, Cash Flow and Jack Vaughn.
Jack Vaughn just pinned Goddard.
That's the best thing I've seen all night.
The faction showing wear in the armor, showing chips in the steel. Jack Vaughn and Cashflow, a victory over EC3 and Jesse Goddard.